So now let's get into the investing part. Let's take this $100 a week and turn it into a quadrillion. No, seriously, guys, though, it's going to blow your mind, but you need $20 million to get the equivalence of $1 million in 40 years. I've been doing more than 49% for the past 5 years or so through my methods. Now, keep in mind, this strategy is not for everybody, but my goal is not make a strategy for everybody, because if it was for everybody, then everybody would get the same result, which would not be effective at getting you freedom. Correct, guys? So I'm going to be putting out a strategy that I know for a fact works. And if you follow it, I guarantee you will get more than 49% and preserve your purchasing power. But you have to follow it consistently and accurately. Let me explain. Let's go over the basics first. And I know people don't like the basics, but the basics are the basics. And without the basics, nothing else will work. So the first thing is you need to cut back. The first way to overcome the fact that you have to get 50% a year, right? You have to increase your investment by 50% a year. The first way to do it is just have more money to invest, right? $100 a week is okay. You could make a lot of money off of that. There's nothing wrong with that. For 40 years, it adds up. Yeah, of course. But understand that if you just had more money to invest, the problem of losing money to inflation is not as big. Right? So it's much easier to invest when you have more money. So cut back on, I don't need to say this, but I guess some people got to hear it. Cut back on that gym membership. Stop eating out. Cut your subscription services. Only watch Netflix, people, or torrent it for free on the internet. There's a lot of ways of getting free movies. Don't be lazy. Stop spending money on unnecessary things, right? Because having that extra money is a great thing. It's a great thing. It's freedom. 2, increase your income. I know it sounds basic, but it's the truth. It's very easy to invest better if you have more money. And the 2 ways you get money is by cutting back and increasing your income. You can pick up a side hustle, right? You can sell things on eBay. You can increase your income by getting a promotion at your job. You could become an entrepreneur and predictably increase your income. You could become a salesperson, get commission, and work harder. There's a lot of ways to increase your income. It's just that people think they can get by, and just understanding this one fact will hopefully snap you out of it. Let's snap you out of it. Increase your income, people. I don't care who you are. Everybody needs to be increasing their income. Avoid big, bad decisions, okay? Again, this is like another basic one, but most people do not follow it and lose to it. They're worried about investing their $1,000 that they got from the stimulus check, yet they're $150,000 worth of debt. Or they have a Mercedes that they cannot afford, and they don't want to get repoed because they'll get fired from their job. Or they have a house that they don't want to live in anymore, but they purchased it because of whatever reason, because someone told them to invest into a house. The big decisions are we're going to really set you back 10 years. So if you avoid it and spend all your time and energy making sure those big decisions are correct, you will gradually be in the right place of mind. You'll be in the right place financially as well. Focus your time and energy on the big plays, right? Like school, make sure you want to go to school. If you're going to go to school, make sure that it's the right decision and you're going to follow through. Because if you don't, you're screwed. Make sure that the car you're buying is going to give you a return on your investment and you can afford it. Because if not, you're screwed, et cetera, et cetera. The big decisions are everything. Now, 4, have an emergency fund. Okay, now it's called like a double inception. I call it the double inception, but basically you want to have 2 emergency funds. Okay, now the first one you want to have times like these. Stimulus check doesn't come through, whatever the case is, you lost your job, got laid off, whatever the case is, everyone has their own problems. You want to have at least 6 months worth of rent and expenses, right? So you want to have that saved guaranteed no matter what, because in 6 months, you'll be able to find another job. You'll be able to find more income. And at the same time, you'll still be able to invest at $100 a week consistently, right? Now, most people won't tell you this, but this is the smart thing to do. Have a second emergency fund. And in my opinion, I would match about 6 months as well. And the reason why I say that is because the second emergency fund will be hidden and nobody knows about it. The first one, your family and friends will maybe, whoever needs to know will know, right? So they'll know that you have the safety net, right? They'll be like, okay, you have the safety net, let's use it. Now, the second one, the secretive emergency fund, is important because you'll be able to whip it out when you most need it. You'll have that first fund that everybody knows about, right? Everybody will tell you to use it for whatever reason, right? You use this first fund, and while you're using it, everybody's working harder to it because we don't have any more safety net, right? Everybody's working harder. If everybody knew about both of the funds, then nobody would work harder, if that makes sense for you guys. So when a catastrophic event happens, okay, you use the first emergency fund and then have the other one on back burner. Okay. And this is important because you can use it to make money in the future as well if you don't use it. You know what I mean? 5, avoid slow investments. Okay. Stop with the 401k match. We already talked about that. 401k match only doubles your money. They match you dollar for dollar. So that basically means even by the standards of the current consumer price index data set, even by their standards, you lose 215% in 40 years. So by the time you can pull out your 401k, you would have lost effectively 100%. Okay, of your purchasing power. Okay, so your money would be worth half. Okay, so you literally, it's insane. But yeah, guys, if you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it and you don't make more than 50% a year, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one.